Welcome back to the 2K. Mr. X Chance here. I am in the studio. Chance is at home. Chance, we were talking a little bit during the commercial break, and I was like, did you see Puckett's birthday party the other day on the ESR? And you were like, nah. No. I was very upset with you. So I want you to do is I want you to go on to YouTube and type in Puckett Birthday Bash. I'm going to give you some time to type that. It's very complicated. Show you know how to spell Puckett. Show you know how to spell birthday. Bash is B-A-S-H. There you go.
Puckett and Benson's Birthday Bash,
Yep.
Esports Report, May 7, 2015.
Yep. And I have it up on my computer. When you open yours, I will play mine. We'll cast it, talk about it.
We're going to cast it? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to
I'm
cast
prepared.
it. We're just going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about it.
I'll let you do like a 3, 2, 1 countdown.
All right, 3,
I'll start it.
2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the Esports Report.
So I had
Here with
planned this,
Benson
Chance,
and
on my
Mr.
train
X,
ride
and
this
today,
morning.
We're kicking off a little bit early because we got a lot more to cover.
So you managed to get a pinata and all that set up in a day?
Originally, I had contacted a clown, like a magician, and it was going to be a magician and a woman were going to come in. They were going to do face painting, animal balloons, and magic tricks.
But for 3 people in the studio?
Yeah, but look how many people I brought in instead.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, sure, cool. Face painting, grown men. Yeah, I like it.
This is actually happening, huh?
No, this is 100% happening. We can use this area.
This was the best
There's going to be a child's birthday party screen over here. Yeah.
I'm too
We had a child's birthday party here. They had no idea this was
But
happening.
it's Puckett's birthday today.
Was
I
it the same day for the 2 of them or just a few days apart?
Ben's was like Saturday and Puckett's was
we
Thursday.
have a little bit more. Will, can you get the balloons?
That is so many people.
So we can also.
Yeah.
Hey,
we just
I
kept
see
piling
Brian.
people in
Let's
there.
go.
Players here.
We had
That's what
sombreros.
was your birthday over the weekend.
Okay, sombreros are awesome.
There are mini sombreros.
I felt like they were very embarrassed by this, especially Ben. Get Ben in the middle.
I got you guys huge balloons.
You actually bought us huge
I went and
balloons.
got you guys huge
Chance,
balloons.
you know how hard it is to
How much
transport
bigger than your
large
balloon?
balloons in New York City?
And where's Elmo?
It's a lot
I mean, I can imagine. I've been to New York a few times, and it's a very, very crowded area, especially getting them up like 50 stories or whatever building you're in.
Yeah, it was very difficult. I had to bring this stuff up through a freight elevator.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to take the dedication again. I saw comments about it being the greatest stream that ESR has been able to do today. So apparently it was well worth the effort.
No, it definitely was worth the effort. I thought the balloons were going to blow up, but look at how large those star balloons
better
are.
than your balloon.
I feel so pretty.
I have another story about balloons,
got a
but
balloon
I'm more
cheers?
focused on
Yeah,
this. You just got to
balloon.
remind me to tell them. You got Elmo? I love Elmo.
All right.
Elmo was my
Yeah,
favorite.
there actually was an Elmo. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. There actually was an Elmo.
Yes!
Wait, it's an Elmo pinata?
Yeah.
You actually
So you beat Elmo to death.
Yeah, we can actually, let's go forward in the video so we can show you the actual match. So Chance, let's go to where Puckett actually destroys this pinata.
I don't want to watch
Go
you
to about
destroy Elmo.
6 minutes and 43 seconds. We have Chris Puckett showing how he brought LeBron back to Ohio. And then here's Puckett with said pinata.
Turkey sausage. And his favorite movie is Scooby-Doo. Now I'm looking at Photoshopping. I don't want to watch Puckett destroy Elmo. That's my
You can
child.
see Puckett in front of the green screen with this pinata.
Yeah, you didn't get off.
Look at all the children in the background. Oh, Ben. Here we go. Ben's player's card. Favorite food was crumpets. Favorite movie.
Benson is from the parts unknown. We really don't know where Ben is from.
Now I'm seeing him Photoshop on
Yeah, we
King
actually
George
passed over
and
this.
he's Magic Johnson. That's actually really hysterical. Whatever picture that is of Ben, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I found that in the doldrums of the internet.
No. See, it's about killing competition.
You didn't have a blindfold, so I just gotta. Oh god, now he's spinning in circles. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm just watching
god,
Puckett spin around at this moment in time.
Those kids are so happy.
dude, he just ripped Elmo's head off. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, well, we didn't get to that yet. We're about to watch Puckett impale Elmo. There you go, Puckett with the spin, with the spin, with the spin.
Look at the children! They're so excited.
Oh! Ah! There you go. All right, we can go back to the game. They felt that was extremely important to show Chance. It's going to be ISO up 3-0 here in this uplink game on BioLab. Gonna be Dito with the drone, gonna dunk it in and then jump right off. Chance, you alright?
No, what? Yeah, like, that's terrifying. Like, the amount of pure evil I just saw in Puckett's face right before he took Elmo's head off was insane. Like, if you can go back and, like, freeze frame it, you see his face, he's smiling, spinning in circles, and then right before he throws his punch, his face just turns to, like, pure evil, and then he bites his head off. Like,
Puckett takes no
I'm not okay. Puckett, I don't know how I feel about him anymore. That might be too much.
No, I think that was just the right amount. It's going to be Sensor throwing in a 1-point throw. Not going to hit it. Going to pretend like he hit it and then hide, which is a very odd play. It's going to be Rise down 5-0 chance. We talked a little bit about a pregame. This goes to a game 5. We both expect ISO to win. They completely dominated the first S&D.
Yeah, it's not even like any of the rounds were close. It was pretty much every time someone was left alive in like a 1v3, 1v4 situation. It happened to Saints quite a few times. Sensor coming extremely close to being able to put that dunk in, but he is going to get shot in the back at the very end, and then someone is just going to jump that drone straight off the map, despite Chino continuing to put on the pressure in the base, picking up the 2-piece on there. But again, drone reset, but still Rise has control. They are the ones forcing the action at this point in time, at the very least. Chino gonna be one to truck it all the way into the enemy base, but that's not going to make a difference because Silly is going to be there to pick it up. He would be very smart just to play this drone potentially as players were spawning up and Eski's right next to him. In theory, he's actually going to be able to pick up 2-piece and try and run the drone. He's going to get taken down as well, and now it looks like a push for an actual point might be able to come in with Ivy. He's also able to back up and allow his teammates to come in for support.
We've seen Rise with the drone, 2 or 3 times. They missed some 1-point throws. Definitely hurting them right now, obviously. No points for Rise on the board. It's going to be Ivy trying to throw one in. Going to be way off. Drone's going to go into the hands of Sensor. It's going to be interesting. Does Rise decide to run this, or do they stand pat with it? It looks like Sensor trying to figure out what to do. He's going to be taken out. Looks like it's going to be Silly trying to push around this right-hand side. He's going to be able to take out that player from Rise Nation. It's going to be Chino with the drone. He's going to go for a kill. He's going to get taken out. Ivy going to pick up the drone, just throw it out of bounds. Doesn't want to give up a stupid 2-point play in the last final seconds. I like the play. Not going to elect to try and put more on the board. Just kind of hold on to that 5-point lead.
Yeah, I agree. It seemed like Rise was really trying to force any sort of point at all. And to me, that was very, very risky because it seemed like a situation where if they ended up going 2 or 3 down, ISO could very easily turn that around and get a point of their own. But then when Ivy had a chance to do the same thing, potentially go for a point, he didn't want to take the risky plays by any stretch of the imagination again, just chunking off. So ISO looking extremely, extremely strong. Chino is having a pretty good game right now, sitting at 17-10. But the rest, I can't talk. The rest of his team is a little bit lacking, at least on that first side.
Yeah, the rest of the team needs to step it up onto the second half. They're going to make a little bit of a comeback. I think they need to just kind of get that dent down one at a time. Sensor, after that great CTF game, started off here 8-12. Going to be looking to see if he can bring it back here. We're going to go on board with Sensor as he's going to put some shots on a player in blue. It's going to be Dito. He's going to be able to take out 3 right off the bat. Ivy going to clean up the 4th, and it's going to be ISO control of the drone.
Yeah, Dito actually took an extra little second to try and hop up to pick up that drone, but as soon as he does get a handle of it, he's going to go straight away and just chunk it right off the map. Not entirely sure what he was going for there, probably just to play yards, and that's kind of disappointing because ISO ended up getting 3 down, clearing out the base anyway, so potentially they just kind of threw away a 2-point score, but either way, they're still wasting time and still putting a bunch of pressure on the Rise guys. Theory does have control of it, but he's going to get taken down by Dito, and Saints was behind there to clean that up, so good job out of Rise to stop that push, but again, Dito, when he was going for yards, ended up just throwing it straight off the map, and to me, that at very least cost them a good 30 seconds of waste time. But another missed throw.
Another missed
coming
throw.
Into Rise.
Another missed throw from this Rise Nation squad. It's going to be 3 or 4. I was trying to think in the top of my head how many I saw before I actually, kind of called them out for it. I believe it was 4. That's 4 we've seen so far from Rise Nation, and not going to win like that. Down 5-0, they get 2 or 3 of those throws. Completely changes the game. Obviously, players are going to play completely different. Regarding the score, different decisions going to be made. You don't know the outcome of the game at that point, but you can't go back. You have to just keep looking at what's going on. It's a shock we still see players missing these 1-point throws so easily, Chance.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I actually want to point out Theory, who got a team kill right there on Sensor. That is the 4th team kill we've seen this entire series. Also, as Ivy is going to miss the throw as well. It looks like Ivy's actually going to get rewarded for it, though, as he's able to come back and put in the dunk. But we've seen 4 kills, team kills this series, and every single one has been with a stun grenade. So that's just unfortunate. It's not like you're trying to kill your team with a stun. It's incredibly difficult to do, but just thought it was worth mentioning.
It's quite odd. I mean, obviously, you see a lot of pickup teams you're going to end up having some, blunders, some team kills, some players just kind of running routes that you wouldn't really expect. But that's what you kind of get when you decide to play the pickup team on a Sunday against an established team like ISO, who, outside of map 1, they've looked pretty good.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, even in map 1, I thought they looked pretty good. It was literally just that horrible start they had because they were down by about 60 points. And then finishing off only losing by 14 was impressive. Comeback, Rise just not going to allow anything too crazy to happen. Nearly a score coming in right there, though. It looks like the drone is just going to get reset. Again, Rise is starting to get to the point where they're just going to need to just, make plays. They're going to have to do crazy things that are risky to try and force those dunks or 1-point plays to come in. So you're going to see the rotations are going to be a little bit more abnormal, and they're not going to be allowed to reset the drone even when pressure is put on their base. So after that does get reset, Ivy did have control of it, but now Theory's going to get cleaned up. Dito's going to clean him up as well. Saints trying to get a kill on the drone carrier Silly, but Silly's actually going to be able to break, go for 1-point toss, and again, another missed throw.
We have seen a ridiculous amount of this of 1-point throws. It's going to be ISO up 7-0 here, 1:42 seconds left. It's going to be Rise having to make a very nice play here in the final seconds to set themselves up for a relay. Gonna wonder what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be that. Theory gets turned on by Lethal. Lethal is gonna be able to take him out. Gonna have players attacking from elbow, gonna turn around, jump back into purple. Havoc Lethal on a spree right now. 3 kills in a row to his name. Gonna be just hanging out in top of purple, just trying to pick players off left and right. Players running in, not even looking at him. Can he get the 4th kill right here? Oh, it's going to make it a 5 streak. 5 streak for Lethal. Doing a fantastic job locking down that purple area. And that, I think, is going to be it, Chance. I mean, a minute left, down 7. You're getting outslayed like that. There's really no chance for you to come back.
Yeah, and to me, this game was kind of like the battle of the X Factor, so to speak. Sensor, who's been doing pretty good this entire series thus far, outside of the Search and Destroy, where he had a really bad game. This time, slowing down a little bit, going slightly negative, which isn't the biggest problem in the world, as, it happens, especially if you're going to be the person running the drone. But on the flip side of things, Havoc, the X Factor for iSolation, having a solid game, going positive. He was just +4, ended up going down right there. But again, we've also seen some pretty big plays out of Havoc. Obviously, he just went on a very fast-paced 5 streak. So to me, those 2 players kind of flip-flop in their kill-death ratios, and that's why the game turned around like it did.
It looks like we're going to be headed towards a game number 5. We both thought if we went to a game number 5, it would favor ISO. Going to be interesting to see if Rise can win. And S&D as Dito makes a fantastic play. He's going to shoot Sensor's body here to end it off. It's going to be 32-22 from Dito. Fantastic performance. Going to force that game 5 versus Rise. We're going to bring that to you guys right after this quick commercial break.